right, last video today. So that means you just got done taking notes with me on similar figures. So now we're just going to practice a little bit about what we learned. So on your packet on the first page here, it says draw the bigger shape for number 1 using a scale factor of 3. Okay, so now we have this small triangle that we're going to make 3 times larger, scale factor of 3. So when we do that, that means, and notice this is on grid paper, right? So if you look at this triangle, 1, 2, 3, you've got 3 here for the height, 1, 2, 3, 3 for the base. Now if we're going to go 3 times bigger, I'm going to do this, times 3. And then this side as well is also going to be times 3. We're going to count, so 3 times 3, 9. So now we're going to count 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the height, and label it 9 because you're making it 3 times larger. 3 times 3 is 9. And we're going to do the same thing for the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just cutting it off a little bit there. This is also going to be 9. And best you can, right, connect that side, that last side there. Just like that. So now your triangle, your shape, is 3 times bigger, scale factor of 3. And again, it's in the directions, draw the bigger shape. Number 2, draw the bigger shape using a scale factor of 2. So now this time we want it 2 times bigger. And so you have a square here that have a, lengths, side lengths of 4. So that means if we're going to take and make this 4 times larger, times 4, then 4 times 4 means you're going to, 2. Wow, I think I was looking at the 4 on the sides. Sorry. 2 times bigger, my fault. 2 times bigger. Then we have 4 times 2 is 8. So now we're going to count 8 squares, 8 grids to get that length on each of the sides there. So I'm going to start with, come over here a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my 8 grids there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my 8 there. And then just follow it up and connect it. So by a scale factor of 2 times 2, 2 times bigger, you've taken that initial square and made it bigger, larger by 2 sides of 8. Now, number 3. So you're going to draw a smaller shape using a scale factor of 1/2. So when you see a fraction like that, that means it's half the size. So you're drawing a smaller shape. You're shrinking this original one. So you see this triangle has a base of 4 and a height of 6. So now what you're going to do is shrink it by 1/2. So when you draw this triangle, times 1/2 is the scale factor. Cut it in half, divide by 2. That means you're going to have a base of that triangle of 2. So all I need to do here is draw out 2 grids like this and label it 2. And you're going to cut the height in half as well. So half of 6 is going to give you 3. 1, 2, 3. And there's your triangle. Half the size of the original times 1/2 is your scale factor. You're shrinking it. Okay, turn the page, back side. So number 4, what is the scale factor of these similar drawings? So I give you 2 drawings. You have a larger rectangle that is being shrunk down to a smaller rectangle. What's happening here? From 8 to 4 and from 4 to 2. So hopefully you're saying, well, it's getting divided by 2. Yep. but you don't say the scale factor is divided by 2. You're shrinking it, and so when you shrink, it's going to be represented as a fraction. So it's times 1/2. The scale factor, shrinking it, it's becoming half the size of the original. Number 5, what's the scale factor of the similar drawings? So you're going from a smaller shape and growing it, it's getting larger. And so if you think about, okay, well, 3 matches up with 9, 2 matches up with 6. How much larger is this getting? Well, from 3 to 9, that's getting 3 times bigger. From 2 to 6, that's getting 3 times bigger. So your scale factor is times 3. Number 6, what is the scale factor of the similar drawings? So you see here, you have a 4x4 square that's getting shrunk down to a 1x1 square. So you're going from 4 to 1. Now again, when I say to you, what's happening here? And you're going to go, well, it's dividing by 4. Yep. So the scale factor, we're not going to say dividing by 4. It's getting 1/4 smaller. It's getting 1/4 of its original size, times 1/4. Okay, so there's 1 through 6 as far as just practicing the scale factor piece of it with similar shapes. The last thing that you're going to do today is you're going to turn the page. Okay, so this next page here, scale factors. The only thing I want you to finish up here is number 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. Don't go to the back side yet. We're actually going to talk about the back side on Friday. So work through those 4 and answer those questions that you see here. It's going to ask you to create some shapes with a certain scale factor, and it's also going to ask you to find the scale factor. So 1 through 4 to end your hour. And then once that is complete, then I will, actually, I think I'm going to go over the answers tomorrow on that instead of posting them on the agenda today. So we'll talk about the answers tomorrow on those first 4 on this side. And you can use the remaining time to keep working on BuzzMath now that I've added 2 additional ones. And that'll be it for today. So I will see you back on Friday. Have a great Thursday.